Hey, what's up, everybody? PVA Army, estamos aquí en vivo y en directo para toda la gente que son súper fanáticos de la selección mexicana. Hoy tenemos a un invitado súper especial. Estamos hablando del más fregón de todo Texas, cocinando con Abel. What's up, boy?
What's up, baby?
Mi bandera lo grito por donde quiera. Mexicano 100%, no existe ni una barrera. Mucho menos nos separa una frontera. Con papel o sin papeles, yo vivo a mi manera. No me importa en cualquier país. Si el cielo se pone negro, gris. Escuchando a Gerardo Ortiz, celebrando fiestas patrias con 2 Génesis. Cantamos mariachi y en acapela. Miramos a diario con los jefes la pinche novela.
Hola amigos de Pancho Army, aquí su Zargento, along with my amazing co-star
Adelita G. How is everybody?
Wow, gee, it's been a while. My goodness.
It's been a while again. I'm sorry for taking such a long break. But yeah, life happens. Situations happen. So yeah, we're back.
I've been taking a nap the whole time. So. Okay, a long nap. No, it's been crazy busy, but you know what? Enough of the break time. It is time for some selección, some Mexico action coming up here. In the wrong context, that could be taken out of context. Some Mexican action, but it's time for.
mi risa así de...
We got some Mexico games coming up. La selección mexicana va a jugar próximamente. You know, less than a week. We have some amazing games. We need to talk about that, G. We need to let our Villas, Soldados, Adelitas, and all of our family know, hey, what's coming up? Keep an eye on. We have some information to share now, but we also have some coming soon.
Yeah.
Y más que nada, you know, it's time for you to be informed and let's party, right? Let's get ready.
Yes, bueno, como todos saben, es año mundialista y eso quiere decir que tenemos muchos partidos de preparación en puerta y mayo, junio y julio va a estar lleno de fútbol. Entonces van a ser momentos muy ocupados, muchas fiestas, tengo entendido que van a ocurrir en estos días y en estos meses. Entonces, yeah, I cannot wait.
Y empezó en Orlando as a little preview, ¿verdad? Con Orlando, lo que pasó allí en ese partido. Tenemos nuestros miembros from the East Coast que empezó esta preparación, pero right now it's time. It's going to ramp up. We got some good places. So, para empezar, vamos a invitar a nuestro third co-host that's been put on the bench for a little bit.
OG.
The OG.
The OG co-host of the
Coronel, man, let's bring him on. Come on back, man. How are you, Coronel?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm glad to be back. Yeah, like one of the original OGs, right? No, I mean, very, very excited to be back on the podcast with Gabby and obviously you, Z. I've missed you, even though you live like right down the block. Very, very excited. We got a special guest as well. I really don't want to waste a lot of time in a lot of chit chat and blabber because we got some important games coming up. We're getting right back into the thick of things. Very, very excited. Like you mentioned, Z, Orlando just happened. We've got 3 games coming up. But before we get any further, how are you guys doing?
We're good. You know,
good. I'm good. I'm happy. I don't know if you know this, but I moved cities. Mm-hmm. Hace unos meses me mudé y vivo en la playa ahora y I'm happy. Oh. Yeah, it's so nice. Y estoy contenta.
Qué vida.
Oh, pobrecita.
Yeah.
But you would think you think she get more of a tan, Coronel. Me and you look like we've been in the beach for a long period of time.
I am. Hace poco alguien me regañó porque me dijo, dude, that is not healthy. Yeah, mm-hmm. I'm going to the beach once a week. And he's like, no, that's too much. Okay.
I would never leave the beach.
I know.
In the sun.
I know. And the kids are so happy at the beach. It's so much fun. So yeah, I'm well. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. Yeah. Sounds great. Well, guys, let's get started. Let's get things started. We've got our special guest standing by, I should say. And I want to do like a special introduction because this guy is all about getting it done. I mean, this guy's got such a great positive attitude, and I'm very excited for you guys and our audience to meet him. A lot of you from Texas, from Dallas, Texas, know him as Cocinando con Abel. This guy has thrown the sickest parties, concerts. The guy just gets it done, right? So let's give him Abel, are you there?
Sí me escuchan.
Sí, ¿cómo estás, Abel? How you doing, bro?
Man, I was backstage, ready to go live.
Yeah, we saw him getting all ready, like he was, está poniendo guapo. I mean, good job, man. You did a good job.
You know what's funny? What's funny is when I asked him, hey, do you want to be on the podcast? He sent me a couple shorts, right? A couple shorts introducing himself and what. So I want him to do that. I mean, give me some of those shorts because those are awesome, and I really wish that I want people to hear it.
Oh, dude, you know what? Let's do it live, man. I'm gonna put him on the main.
Let's do it live.
Put him on the main page here. Hold on. Let me get him on here.
You guys are funny.
Here. There you go. All right. Abel's introduction. Take one.
Ya se me olvidó cómo era. Es que no, ¿qué te dije yo? Hey, what's up, everybody? PVA Army, estamos aquí en vivo y en directo para toda la gente que son súper fanáticos de la selección mexicana. Hoy tenemos a un invitado súper especial. Estamos hablando del más fregón de todo Texas, cocinando con Abel. What's up, boy?
What's up, baby?
Yes.
This is crazy. I thought the live was I thought we were gonna go live like on Monday or Tuesday. Like I didn't even know it was today, and I'm so excited to actually be in this podcast.
Yeah,
it's actually my first time. It's actually my first time in un podcast.
Oh, first ever. Oh man,
first ever. Yeah.
Very special. Popping that cherry, man. I like it. Okay.
Yes.
All right, man. So tell us, before we get started, we're going to talk about the upcoming, game in Dallas. But tell us a little bit about yourself, bro. Tell us, where you're from originally. Are you born and raised in Dallas? And then, how did you become a Mexico fan?
So I was born, soy de Los Angeles. I was born there. I lived there with my family, with my parents. And then when I was a kid, my parents divorced and we moved to Texas. And that's how I made my way to Texas. I lived in El Paso for a little bit. And then we decided to move to Dallas when I was around 15, 16 years old. Pero siempre le dio a la selección mexicana. Since I was a kid, I was a huge Mexico fan. I grew up watching the 1998 Copa Confederaciones cuando le ganamos a Brasil. Me and my little brother. I have two brothers that were about the same age. We grew up playing soccer, and so I always dream about playing con la selección, And even though I was born in the USA, I always gone for el tricolor. Siempre he sido súper fanático y pues, si me entiendes, siempre he estado súper conectado con la cultura mexicana. Incluso mi mamá siempre me enseñó a hablarle a la gente que habla español, siempre a hablarles español. So, por eso mi español es como nativo. Entonces, pues sí, o sea, that's how I made my way to Texas. That's how I ended up in Texas. I was born in LA. My parents split. I moved to Texas. Then I ended up in Dallas, and I played soccer for FC Dallas. And I was playing soccer with them till I was 18. I decided to go to college. I didn't want to pursue trying to go pro, just because I just wanted something more secure. So that's what I did. Pero todavía estamos.
A ver, lo que necesitas, lo que me resonated with me is que I think a lot of us growing up always dreamed about playing for La Selección one day, right? Coronel, I can see you, little Coronel running around, role playing the game, like the last winning shots.
Dude, absolutely, man. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I have my right here is cut out so I can put my face in it and take a picture. I think it's been replaced already.
Oh, Gabby's there now.
Yeah, so even
it's going to be my face.
Gabby's
it's going to be my face.
I'm sure Gabby also dreamt about playing para la selección también, ¿no? Maybe the first female on the men's team.
Sí, bueno, nunca jugué, chistoso, porque siempre me ha gustado el fútbol, siempre, y lo he visto siempre, soy fanática desde muy niña, pero nunca se me ocurrió jugarlo. Digamos que en mi generación, yo soy mucho más grande que ustedes. Bueno, no, ¿verdad? Bueno,
Coronel es like, no.
Coronel es, nah. Pero en mis tiempos, digámoslo así, pues no era algo que las niñas jugáramos. O sea, esa es la realidad. O sea, hay un antes y un después. Entonces, cuando yo era chica, no era algo común, digámoslo así. Entonces, pues a mí nunca me sonó jugarlo. Verlo sí. Verlo siempre, pero, oh my God.
What was that?
What was that? It was not me. It was not me.
Coronel.
Inside of the
Coronel
belly.
farted.
I'm on mute. Están echando balazos acá afuera.
Pero, por ejemplo, ahorita, hoy por hoy, que el fútbol femenil está en el top de los deportes a nivel mundial, ahorita me encantaría poder volver a tener 20 años y poder jugar. Y claro, obviamente ser profesional, claro, me encantaría.
It's his ultimate dream, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so a ver, estoy curioso de tu nombre. Tienes Cocinando con Abel. ¿Qué
Sí,
onda con ese rollo, con ese show ahí?
cuando yo estaba en la universidad, estaba estudiando comunicaciones y como todos se burlaban de mi español porque con la gente con la que estaba estudiando comunicaciones, ellos sí eran nacidos en México y pues obviamente yo era mexicano-americano, había muchas palabras que yo pensaba que eran en español, pero en verdad no eran. Por ejemplo, yo siempre pensé que los totopos, el nombre correcto era chips. O sea, toda mi vida yo pensé que era chips, ¿sí me entiendes? Yo nunca en mi vida pensé que era totopos. Entonces, siempre los otros compañeros siempre como que siempre me andaban corrigiendo el español, siempre me trataban se burlaban un poco de mi delivery. Entonces yo comencé un programa en YouTube para practicar mi español que se llamaba Cocinando con Abel, porque yo desde niño cocino como desde los 10, siempre he cocinado, mi mamá siempre trabajó y pues yo le llamaba, siempre he sido bien desesperado, le llamaba, le decía, hey, ¿cómo se hace el chile colorado? ¿Cómo se hace el mole? ¿Cómo se hace esto? Y mi mamá me enseñaba por teléfono. Entonces cuando estaba en la universidad dije yo, pues me pongo a cocinar y practico el español, ¿sí me entiendes? Y así es como comenzó Cocinando con Abel. Y muchos dicen, Cocinando con Abel ya no cocina. En verdad ya no hago videos ni nada de eso. Pero pues todavía, like, I push the brand. And,
Yeah.
también hay boxeadores de box que yo patrocino en Tijuana. Y ellos tienen mi logo en sus shorts cuando pelean en el
Nice.
ring. So I still push my brand even though I don't even do vlogging no more.
No,
That's
but I
awesome.
think that's what's really unique about Abel. Since I met Abel, he's always been such a like a go getter. Like you're like never satisfied. Right? You always think like
Yeah,
I know we had discussed about doing not watch parties tailgates or whatever in the past, and I'm like, yeah, well let's just do this, take it easy. And the man's like, oh hell no, we gotta go top. We gotta get the better bands. We gotta get the bigger stage. We gotta. I mean, so it's always dreaming big and always thinking big, right? And it's very very unique characteristic you have, and that's. I mean, I'm happy for you that you continue to do that.
pues sí, hoy, no, pues sí, muchas gracias, Coronel. Y pues yo creo que we all do it because of the passion we love for soccer and because it's all about the experience, Like nowadays with the new stadiums, it's hard to have a good experience at the stadiums, with the big TVs. So, so I think the tailgating is what makes also a good experience for people to go to the games. Like we did a tailgate about contra Ecuador. I don't know if you remember, Coronel. Were you at the tailgate in Dallas?
Está en
Uh,
mute, Coronel. Mira.
I did not go, but I do remember the tailgate watching the video. As a matter of fact, if you want to kind of narrate a little bit about it, and we'll show the video as you're narrating of the tailgate. But yeah, go ahead and tell us a little bit about it.
Sí, el tailgate hicimos en Dallas, en Arlington, porque es Arlington, no Dallas. El que hicimos con PVA, lo hicimos aquí en Arlington, que trajimos hasta Paquita, la del barrio. Do you remember that one? Did you ever hear about that one?
I saw the video on that one. Yeah, that was
cool. So we did a tailgate about 2-3 years ago. I don't remember, to be honest. And we went all out. We brought una banda, trajimos DJ, and we were like, we should do something crazy, me and my friends. And we decided to bring on a limousine a Paquita, la del barrio,
Mm-hmm.
when the tailgate was like all out, everybody was super crazy, everybody was lit. We even had a rapper, Alan Reyes. Él le canta a los de Rayados de Monterrey. He does all the raps for them. He was at the tailgate, and he even did a freestyle for La Selección, and then like Paquita del Barrio pulls up, you know, in the middle of the limo. Like everybody goes crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and then we had a mariachi, but we didn't pay for that mariachi. Like that was not on the budget.
Mhm.
But it was so big that even the mariachi that were around there, they joined the tailgate. But
They crashed the party.
yeah, so everybody, I guess a lot of people heard about the tailgate. I really don't focus on what I know that from the armies. I know like the people from LA, Vegas, La Azteca. I go to a lot of the games, you know, and I know a lot of people, but like I really don't know like more people from other markets, like some of the captains do. Pero like I guess a lot of people heard about that tailgate. I didn't even know it went that far, but every time I would go, como cuando fui allá a Las Vegas, everybody was talking about that tailgate.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, everybody knows about it. And I
And
was like,
it's funny because the tailgates become kind of like a competition. You know what I mean? So it's like you go to LA, they do a tailgate big. Then you go to Dallas, they did one even bigger. And then when they come to Phoenix, they're like, we got to do something better. So it's just every city is just constantly trying to top each other. It's friendly competition, and I think Dallas definitely set the bar for that particular
yeah.
year.
So
And
Abel, how did you pull that off? So tell us how you got, you know, Paquita del Barrio. How did you get her to even show up? How was that story?
well, es que es acá en Dallas, I don't know in other cities, es muy popular lo de los shows de transvestis. So, you know, so it was easy just to reach out and ask her if she was down to join a tailgate for an hour. You know, she gave us how much, and we're like, it's worth it. It's worth the noise. So, and my friend Alba Limo, which is the main sponsor, me and him are pretty much the ones that put the event together. He has a limousine business, so you know we use one of his limos to bring her in, and one of the drivers. And we used to transport the Mexico fans from Dallas, and even the ones that were coming from out of town. We used to give free transportation to the game, but we stopped doing that. But we used to, you know, we used to give free transportation. Did you ever give free transportation, Coronel?
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No,
We used to give.
my
We used to
schedule's
give
so
all.
out of whack, man. My schedule's so out of whack. But
Yeah, we used to give free rides on the limos to the people that were coming from other states to the
mhm,
games. Yeah, but right now like it's just hard to. We're low on drivers.
mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
We
everything
cannot
with
get.
COVID, right? Everything that completely changed everything. You know,
So
even like I said, we do a lot of meet and greets with players, and it used to be face to face meet and greets after the games, and now it's virtual, right? It's virtual. COVID changed completely everything. So we're getting back to normal.
Yeah.
But again, Gabby, what do you think about that? Are you ready to meet Paquita del Barrio?
Yes, eso me encanta. Ahorita iba a preguntar porque me llama mucho la atención. Así de, so she was hanging in a drag festival show or whatever, and you were just like, hey, can you come to our party?
no, no. So actually, one of the businesses that I have, one of the first business that I've ever had is digital marketing. So all of my customers are pretty much restaurants,
Mhm.
and so a bunch of the restaurants that we work with, they have drag shows. So sí, nomás uno les manda mensaje y ya, así de fácil.
Nice.
Así de,
It's
hey,
about
¿puedes venir?
it's all about it's all about who you know, right? Networking y
Mhm.
contacts y todo. Y lo que me gusta de todos los cities, ¿verdad? Is that we're using, you know, our connections, right? And what we know to make things happen. And I bet you're doing that when you're in, and todas las ciudades, it's all about
Eh,
connection.
bro, let me tell you something. So after that tailgate, Houston tried to like have a badass tailgate like ours. So it was that tournament where we played Costa Rica, donde Memo tapó el penal. It was Memo, right?
Yeah, I think
It was that.
it was a Gold Cup.
Yeah, it was the Gold Cup. And so Houston was like, yeah, we nos están patrocinando la cerveza. We're gonna meet at this restaurant, and then we're gonna go to the tailgate. And I guess the stadium didn't allow the tailgates, right?
Yeah.
Yo fui a ese juego.
¿Tú estabas en ese juego?
Creo que sí, en Houston.
That's
Sí.
the one that
Contra Canadá.
Yeah. No, I think that's a different one because I think the one that you're talking about
No, Costa Rica.
is a
No.
yeah, that was a playoff game, you know?
Yeah, that was a playoff. That was a playoff game. It was a good game. It's one of the best games that I've been to actually that year. And so I guess they were trying to top it up, but of course it's not even close. You know, to put that kind of tailgate, like it's a lot of work. People don't understand that.
No estaba Paquita. Hello.
No,
Right?
and I guess they wanted to also transport the fans, right, from the party to the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, "Hey, the bus is here." You know, that we were partying at a restaurant bar in Houston, and they were like, "The bus is here. The bus is here." And we're like, "All right, well, we gotta bounce," you know. Y cuando salimos afuera era un autobús de la selección de Colombia. Oh shit! You haven't seen the videos?
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, we were like, "What?" So llegamos al juego en el camión de la bandera de.
Oh my god.
So and Tony was in charge of that. So Tony should get in trouble for that.
We'll bring him on again and talk.
We're gonna ban it. Pero para que vean que hey, when we say goes, if we tell you to come pick us up, even though if you're from Ecuador or Colombia, you're gonna come pick us up and take us because we said so.
Well, again, I like the fact that we have that healthy competition. You know what I mean? It's all in good fun, and we all benefit from it, right? When we go to those places, we just there to have a good time, and I think it's hey, if we can get better and better every time, heck yeah, why not, man? That's what it's all about.
No, but to be honest, that's one of the best bus rides I've ever had from the bar to the stadium. It was crazy, man. Inside the bus, yo creo que había como unas 100 personas, if I would guess. Y with the drums, estaba gente vestida de aztecas. And then when we cuando llegamos al estadio, prendimos las cosas que hacen humo. Y salió lo verde, salió lo rojo, salió lo blanco. Llegamos al estadio, habían paparazzis esperándonos. Yeah.
They're waiting for Paquita.
They're waiting for Paquita. Where's she at? Part 2. All right.
No, we had Trump on that tailgate too. We had Trump.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we had
I think
Trump.
he's in every tailgate. Either he's a piñata or some kind of like with his pants down.
Big cabezón.
El cabezón Trump. Yeah. All right, Abel. So what can we expect coming up? Because the selección is going to play in Dallas. You guys have the first game of this month. What's the plan, man? I'm gonna pull up the flyer really quick, but tell us what can we expect and give us a little preview, man.
So we're gonna get together at the stadium. We're gonna get together at the stadium. Lot, I guess I don't have my glasses, but I think it's lot 10, right?
Yeah, lot 10.
Lot 10. Yep.
So lot 10, vamos a tener un grupo de cumbia. Van a tener sí. They're really good, man. Esa gente pone a todos a bailar. So they're gonna be there. We're gonna have a DJ. For sure, it's gonna be BYOB, you know? And every Mexican fan should be there, you know? It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna have from surprises, from La Porra de PVA, con las porras mexicanas, y también vamos a tener un taquero on site, so whoever gets hungry will have food too.
Well, definitely. Well, for example, for those of you guys who don't know and don't get a chance to travel, el ambiente de Texas is different from the ambiente de, let's say, Arizona.
Vegas.
No, because I mean, you talk about, estamos hablando regional, ¿verdad? Porque en Texas es cumbia, norteño, la música, son las bandas o los grupos que se contratan, cumbia. And of course, this is a cumbia. We got to give out a shout out to the band that's going to be playing that day, or the good band. Se llaman Los Reyes del Sabor. They're going to be, van a poner ambiente. But of course, it's a different style of a party in Texas as it is in Arizona. And we'll talk a little bit about Arizona, but it's a different experience. When you go to Texas, it's like a different country. It's in the States, but it's totally a different country. The mindset, the lingo, obviously, the music, the food is completely different. So it's in general, Texas is an experience in itself.
Yeah. Sí, porque aquí les traes un corrido tumbado, todos se van a dormir, you know. En LA les pones un corrido tumbado, everybody's singing, you know. Les
I think when
pones
you have
banda,
a couple drinks, it starts to get even better, you know. So, you get into it.
for sure.
So,
Yeah.
regarding this tailgate of it, so you did mention, bring your own BYOB, which stands for bring your own bottle, bring your own broad, bring your own what's that?
So yeah, so definitely like bring your own beer because you don't want to spend all this money inside the stadium. You know, inside the stadium you're gonna be spending $15-$20 per drink. So it's better if you can just buy some beer before the game. You know, go have a good time with us. Go over there, have fun, dance, take your partner. You know, come say hi and go to the game and have a good time. Le ganamos a Nigeria, unos 2-0.
Absolutely.
And not many stadiums allow tailgates too. So it's nice that we could take advantage of that situation, right? Porque hay unas situaciones they don't allow that, right? So it's good that Dallas is one of the places that does have that opportunity, which is great.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of jealous of it because Dallas is la nueva casa de la selección. Everything that they do press conference now. They do obviously games. They're having a concert on Wednesday. Mex Tour is having a concert Intocable with a couple other acts. I think they're going to be playing on Wednesday that week before, leading up to the game. So it's kind of like a long week party for them. And then probably maybe like 3 weeks ago, Abel, you guys attended an announcement of the upcoming games, right? So you got a chance to meet La Mascota, you got a chance to meet directivos, many personalities were there. How was that experience when at City Hall?
Oh man, it was super fun, man. Nos invitaron ahí al centro de Dallas, en el AT&T district. Y haz de cuenta que I'm Mexican, you know, but I was there on time. And I got there early. I'm Mexican, but I was there on time, you know. And it was pretty fun, man, that we got invited to that, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, we're always trying to support La Selección on digital, in person, and trying to put the Mexican flag, you know, out there. Even though we're in the United States, you know, and a lot of people are like, hey, this is America, you know. Like, even though we were born here, we're still proud to be Mexican, you know. So I was excited to actually get recognized and get invited to this event, you know. And we got there, they had a super VIP, they had an open bar. You know, I had only 2 drinks, you know. Because of course everything here is far. You gotta drive a lot, so you also gotta be careful. And I spoke to my good friend Dioro.
Oh yes,
bro, el Dioro es otro pedo, o sea, es bien buena onda, like for real.
Yeah, we gotta bring him on. Abel, if you got his content, we gotta bring him on.
You gotta bring him on, dude.
Man, he's super cool, man. Dioro. La neta, hey, you know who talks to him more? El Wiso.
El Wiso.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think he's good friends with his camarógrafo.
Okay.
You'll have a better shot with Wiso, I think.
Yeah, because I think Wiso loves that music, man. Wiso's on it.
Yeah,
EDM. And Dioro's gonna be doing like in the stadiums. I think he's gonna be going to the stadiums and playing live in the game. So it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, so Dioro is, I say that he's the official DJ de la Selección Mexicana, you know, because his music is going to be playing like even like I guess in the commercials and during the stadium, and then he's gonna go live. I guess they're gonna have his set on the stadium, and he should be doing a mix probably like on halftime.
Cool.
You know, pero tal vez that's what I heard from the conference. You know, y pues obviamente Intocables is involved too. Pero Dior está chido because you know a lot of people can connect with Dior because he's Mexican American, and he's also proud of being Mexican, and he also like grew up watching soccer with his dad, you know, which like is kind of like what I did. You know, I grew up watching soccer with my dad and my brothers, and it's cool that Dioro actually is proud of being Mexican too.
Yeah, and it's good to see see another somebody who's in when it comes to the music industry, right? That's also involved, and again that we can connect with. It's I think it's awesome. And here's a picture of you guys, right? There's that one, but then there's this one here where all of you are there, right?
Oh yeah, I'm the one with con el de este de árabe. Ese soy yo.
Lo que estoy viendo también es que This Is the Way is also from Dallas, the guy with the Mandalorian hat.
Oh yeah, you should invite him to the show, bro. He's cool, man. He's always wearing that el casco.
El casco del Mandalorian, yeah. Es una historia que se le iban a quitar, creo que en la Ciudad de México fue, y se le iban a quitar, y we were able to, stop them or convince them not to take that. Oh no, it was Columbus. It was Columbus. They were trying to take
man.
that hat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, he's cool. He's from Dallas. Yeah, es bien buena onda ese fanático. I forgot his name, but I have him on my Instagram.
Yeah, we definitely need to bring him on, dude. That guy's a big fan too. Yeah, he's everywhere.
He's a huge fan for sure. He was there too. Lisi was there. Manny was there, and some of the other members were there too. But it was a great experience. It's pretty exciting that you get invited, like I said, and we're lucky to be in Dallas, the official house de la selección mexicana. You know, so
that's awesome.
We're proud of that.
I'm excited to meet This Is the Way too, and I know Gabby's a big Star Wars fan. So what do you think about that? Obviously, that personality, Gabby.
Ay, me encanta, me encanta. De hecho, lo contacté porque como acaba de pasar el Star Wars Day, May the 4th, lo contacté y le pregunté si podía usar una foto suya para poner en el podcast. Instagram de PVA, de VS Podcast, perdón, su foto no, sí, feliz, sí, por favor, y please tag me so I can repost. Y me encanta, digo, pues todo lo que tenga que ver con fútbol y Star Wars, I'm down.
Yeah,
yes, that one, yeah.
Yo andaba en un concierto, en un festival de música, and I only went there for like 30 minutes, and he saw me from really far. Estaba yo en la sección VIP, pero yo nomás fuimos un rato, y and he's like, hey, somebody was waving at me, and I go over there, ¿qué onda, todo bien? Me dice, no, yo soy el del casco, bro.
Es que nadie lo conoce sin casco.
Me dice, yo soy el del casco, bro. Dice, yo estaba en la conferencia contigo. Le digo, for real, bro? Le digo, what's up? Y le digo, güey, ¿cómo te llamas? And I forgot his name, you know, but
this is the way.
Soy el güey.
I felt bad. I wanted to take him to the VIP, you know, pero like I felt bad que I couldn't bring him in, you know, because yo también iba de colado.
Yeah.
So, I felt bad. Like, I wish I could have bring him in the VIP, pero like.
You know, it's funny because, it's funny you saw him without the mask, right? So none of us have really seen him without the mask. So we don't know what he looks like, right? It's almost like a luchador, ¿verdad? Like in the movies, like everywhere they go, they got their mask on. And I wonder, they do walk around with their masks, don't they? Gabby, luchadores.
Yeah. Sí,
they do, right?
Sí, yo he visto luchadores en eventos sociales o en alguna situación, no sé, de beneficencia o whatever, and they always wear the mask, like always. Pero pues sí, así son. Y yo creo que este cuate lo que quiere hacer es lo mismo que el Mandalorian, que en el Mandalorian pues no se quita.
No se quita nada.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
No se quita hasta después. This is the way.
Yo digo que ya es tiempo de reemplazar al de Chihuahua.
Al caramelo.
Sí, hay que cambiar el caramelo con
Ya que se
uno de los
retire.
nuevos. Sí, caramelo, dale chance a la nueva generación,
No,
hermano.
he's a super fan and do his thing, pero I mean, we got to give others the spotlight también, como es el way, right?
Yeah.
The way, el way.
Yeah.
Este güey.
It's not really us giving them the spotlight. It's the people, right?
It's just the people. Yeah, I think it's just like, giving others opportunities, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, there's plenty of room. There's plenty of opportunity. We just gotta, share,
People-
just gotta highlight.
People got to
Siempre son los mismos.
You look at like, for example, before there was Esteban, right? Our dear friend Esteban from Austin,
La Azteca,
right? So he was everywhere, and then it became Caramelo, right? So who knows? Maybe this is the ways the new guy. Right?
This is the way. It could be the next wave. The new generation.
Yeah, could be Generation Z or whatever y'all call them.
The Gen Zs. Porque había uno también que he started. I've seen him a little bit, but I haven't seen him in a while. Is the guy with the Chucky doll? Remember that guy? There was some guy that he had the Chucky doll, and I haven't seen him much at all. But yeah, there's people out there, man. There's super.
Hay otro chico que se viste de Chapulín Colorado.
Yeah.
O sí,
Que también está.
¿cómo se llama la ciudad de Chihuahua? Ojinaga, Ojinaga, algo así.
Mm-hmm.
Se pone, es de Chihuahua el morro.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I have him on my Facebook. Es de un pueblo en Chihuahua.
Pero lo que me gusta is that we see these super fans coming up everywhere, right? So we'll see. All right, so this is the way. We're coming after you, man. You're going to be the next guest.
Paquita al barrio is the next one too.
Paquita's going to be in the games, like, yeah.
Yeah.
We need her on the podcast.
Yeah, she'll be great.
Pobre
Coronel.
Paquita. Si hablas, se asustan todos. ¿Qué pasó?
Yo no.
Yo soy Paquita del barrio.
Tiene una voz de ángel.
Sí.
Soy Paquito del barrio. ¿Cómo estás, güey?
Oh.
All right. So, Coronel, so after our members make the trip to Dallas and they're going to be treated like VIP from, Abel and all the captains and the members there. Then a few days later on Thursday, June 2nd, Phoenix, everybody's going to come to hell to Phoenix in June. What do we have in store for our people in June?
Well, you said it absolutely. You were not wrong. Welcome to hell. I mean, it's literally hot. Like, it's already hot right now. And it's funny because I'm going to share some stories, some tailgating stories. After seeing all these great tailgates from all these different cities, everyone here said, hey, we got to outdo them. Let's get mariachi, let's get banda, let's do whatever, right? So, and I was like, well, I usually see the glass half full, but this time I was like, no, I think it's too hot to do a tailgate. We can't do a tailgate. We got to get. And they convinced me. I'm like, all right, let's do the tailgate. And at the end of the tailgate, they were like, we will never do this ever again. Because for whatever reason, La Selección viene a jugar right in the mid, smack dab in the middle of summer. They could play any time of the year because the stadium is a closed stadium. It actually retracts and opens and closes. So it doesn't matter what time of year they're going to come out and play. But for whatever reason, they always choose to play out here in the summer, and it's just terrible, right? It kind of dampens the plan. But that being said, we are still going to have a pregame party here in Phoenix. We've already got La Banda Explosión. They're going to be playing for us at the famous Salt, Tacos and Tequila. That's usually where we have our pregame for most of the games when Mexico comes. And so we're going to do that. So the band we're going to start roughly about 3 o'clock until 6:30, 6 o'clock roughly, and then we're going to march to the stadium. So it's a good little 10-minute walk, kind of like Texas Live, Abel, to the stadium, AT&T. It's not that far. And again, we're going to be marching with drums, flags, smoke grenades, singing, chanting. So that's the plan. That's the plan here in Phoenix.
Nice, man. So it goes back to our roots when we did have games, and Salt was our headquarters, right? So it's cool that we are going to have it there. I'm glad that they finally learned their lesson, all the members that said tailgate in June. But what is it about? Also, is this like the third time now that we played Uruguay in Phoenix? Like, how many times have they had to play Uruguay in Phoenix?
I know they played them twice. They played them. Copa America was one. This is the second time. I don't think they've played Uruguay. They played Paraguay, maybe, which is might get confused. But yeah, but that's a big draw. That's a huge draw, obviously, because let's be real, right? So we usually play the same teams kind of over and over. The Panamas, the Paraguay, the Ecuador. We're constantly seeing the same teams.
Salvador.
Uruguay is one of the teams that people are like, oh, I'm interested in seeing that game, right? And so we do have a lot of people coming out for that game.
Nice.
I don't think it's a bad idea to play in Phoenix, to be honest, because at the end of the day, that's the closest to Qatar. With the weather, the dry weather.
You're getting us ready.
They're getting,
exactly.
but the World Cup's going to be in November. It's not going to be as hot.
It's still gonna be hot.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's still a desert, so I guess that's the thing, right? And I heard from people that have you been to Qatar, Abel?
No, I haven't been to Qatar.
Yeah. I heard from people that have gone that it's very similar to Arizona weather, is what they're saying. So
I'm going.
Maybe you have a point.
I'm going to the World Cup, but I haven't been to Qatar.
Okay. Yeah. Well, definitely when we get back, we'll hear from all the members who went to let us know what it was and the rollo of the show. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. So again, be on the lookout for those of you guys who are getting your tickets, who are still getting your tickets in Dallas. You will be provided with the flyer, the official tailgate flyer for Dallas. We're going to be at lot 10. And we are also going to supply the link for the chants that we're going to be singing throughout the match. And the same thing for Phoenix. You will get the official flyer for the game, and you'll be getting the link for the chant. And just be ready, man. Everyone's excited.
So let me just confirm. I know this is going to go out on Monday, but are tickets completely out for Dallas? Or there's still opportunities to purchase in State with Phoenix?
Tickets are still available for all games. We've also got the Chicago game. Don't worry about that. We still have that game. That game's on June 5th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But right now, these two games are the ones that are
coming
closest on the calendar. So, but there are plenty of tickets available. So again, jump on them and like in the past, most people wait to the very, very last minute to buy their tickets, which is okay. But then les toca ahí arriba.
Los que ya compraron boletos, again, if you haven't received them yet, be patient. You'll get them. They're coming. Just don't panic. They're gonna come your way. Again, just like anything, I imagine it's gonna be electronic. You'll get the notification. Everything will be there. No hay problema. No worries there. Just be patient. And of course, if you did it earlier, you're gonna definitely get the better seats. Like Coronel said, if you wait till last minute, hey, you waited till last minute. At least you got seats, right? They're still available.
Absolutely. And one thing for our members to know, both of these games are going to be handled through SeatGeek. So it's best to download SeatGeek and get your app ready. And then if you could use the email that you purchased your tickets with, because that's where we're going to send their tickets, and you can just download them right away. So just be ready.
So here's a quick a best practice también lo que me pasó in Cincinnati. I think was it SeatGeek as well, but I recommend that everybody downloads your tickets to your. You should have a wallet. So like I have the Google Wallet, maybe Apple Wallet. You should be able to download to your wallet, so that way you can scan it, because sometimes reception is horrible in the stadiums, and I know I had a difficult time trying to get my wallet, trying to get the ticket up. So I had to download it to my wallet to be able to get in with no problem. But that was one thing I learned is definitely download it to your wallet.
Apple users had no problem. Just saying that. Just throwing that out.
Wait, okay, Gordon, what'd you say again? I'm sorry. What was that?
I said that Apple.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So we're going to move on to our next, as we wrap up here, we're going to go into our post of the week. And again, it's a section I got to deal with my charisma.
The post of the week.
All right. So here's my post. This was my post of the week. Abel, let us know what yours is. We can find it or what you found. But for me, the post of the week has been the drama of Marcelo or Flores deciding where he wants to go, what's going to happen, what's the show, and he finally made the announcement and said he is going to play for La Selección Mexicana, and he is going to he's in the called up. They called him up for these games coming up, so hopefully we see him in action. he is now officially a jugador de la selección mexicana for the future. And the future looks bright, man. I think that, you know what, let's get him some playing time. Let's get him some exposure. And hopefully he doesn't turn out like a Carlos Vela. What do you guys think, Coronel? What do you think about that announcement that finally the drama's over? Where is he going? It's like it's a done deal.
Well, I think it's great. I think anybody that wants to put on la camisa del Tri, you know, it's something that you have inside. I want to put it on if I wish I could play, right? But, you know, on the flip side, you have, for example, he had a choice. He had a choice, right, to go where to go, right? But you got to look at, for example, let's talk about Ricardo Pepi, right? Obviously, he gets a lot of slack for choosing the United States. But at the same time, you got to think about your career, right? As a parent, your son is as a parent, I could want my son to play for La Selección as much as I wanted to, but maybe La Selección doesn't want him. And he has to try to make the best choice for him, his lifestyle, and his future. So I think when a lot of people give him slack or give these players slack, I think they forget or they don't take that into consideration that, you know, I want to play for La Selección, but the Selección hasn't chosen me. I think that's, you know, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna pick wherever they have the chance to play. I mean, it happens all over the world. So, you know, I applaud him. Thank God he's with us, right? But at the same time, I want what's best for his career. And I think for most of these players that come out, the same thing, I want what's best for their careers. And people just don't take that into consideration.
Yep. Abel, what
Pues
about
sí,
you?
es como un trabajo, you know, like, tú vas a ir donde te sientes más a gusto, donde tu corazón quiere estar, y pues al final él tenía opciones y él seleccionó México porque fue lo que lo conecta con el fútbol. Él aprendió a jugar fútbol y desde niño él miraba la selección como su equipo y por eso él quería siempre jugar para México. Desde todo el tiempo él ha demostrado que ha querido jugar para México y la razón que de mi opinión es porque eso fue lo que lo hizo que se enamorara del fútbol, la selección. Y aunque tenga su acento y todo eso, eso no tiene nada que ver, él es mexicano.
Yep.
Y pues lo tenemos que apoyar, ¿sí me entiendes? Y también todos los chilangos que están allá en el DF lo tienen que apoyar en vez de burlarse de ellos.
Well,
Porque mucha gente...
I think Abel, you make a good point. You know, we can connect with him because we're kind of in the same shoes, right? We're Mexican American y todo. It's like, hey, we're still, I mean, this is our blood, right? We have a passion for this. Yeah. So,
Exacto.
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. Gabi, what about you? What are your thoughts?
No, pues qué bueno, qué alegría. Me da mucho gusto que ya por fin el drama haya terminado y se haya decidido por México. Yo estaba de alguna manera confiada que iba a elegir a México. Se me hace un chico brillante, con un futuro por demás prometedor, but todo a su tiempo, con prudencia. Yo trato de no subirme tanto al hype, porque ahora sí que yo como mexicana viviendo en México, lo que he visto de este lado es que de repente como se da demasiada difusión y mucha presión es ejercida indirectamente al jugador. Y es un chico muy joven todavía, que va a brillar, no me queda la menor duda. Nada más todo a su tiempo, todo es un proceso. Él tiene que seguir madurando física, emocional y futbolísticamente. Entonces, llevarlo a su paso, qué bueno, ya, el primer paso está dado, va a jugar con México. Ya está siendo llamado por Martino. Yo creo que eso ya es valioso por sí mismo, pero todo a su tiempo y con su justa dimensión y que también él esté a gusto y que también él camine poco a poco y que no se le imponga una presión mediática innecesaria. Ese es mi punto de vista. O sea, yo estoy segura y yo voy a ser la primera que me ponga la playera que diga Flores atrás, porque además es mi apellido también. Oh. Entonces, ya, soy Silva Flores. Entonces, bueno, eso me gusta, ¿no? Y ojalá que le vaya muy bien, nada más.
I think with Gabi is, with age comes wisdom, Gabi. So you have a lot of wisdom, my friend. Yeah, heck yeah.
Hey.
I think you make that's a great point. You know what? Let's enjoy it. Let's cheer him on, but let's not get carried away, right? He still needs to prove himself. He has a lot of football ahead of him. But again, we're happy to that he's part of this team, and we'll see what he does, right? Let's cheer him on.
Pero igual
Okay.
yo creo que México tiene que llevar a jugadores jóvenes al mundial para también prepararlos para el siguiente mundial.
Yep.
Creo que a veces eso también nos falta, llevar a gente más joven, porque hay muchos jugadores que llevan que ni juegan, nomás se quedan sentados calentando la banca. También hay que darle la oportunidad a la gente joven de estar en un mundial que tal vez no nos ayude para este mundial, pero nos va a ayudar para los Estados Unidos.
Sí, definitivamente urge ese cambio generacional. O sea, ahorita ya tenemos a jugadores en selección que ya están incluso en vías de retiro con sus clubes. Entonces, sí, o sea, todos estos partidos, todos estos llamados, precisamente son para eso, para empezarse a foguear con equipos de peso internacional, como lo comentaban ahorita con Uruguay. Esa va a ser una prueba importante. Y pues vamos a ver, vamos a esperar y vamos a echarle todas las porras y mandarle toda la buena viva a nuestro querido Marcelo Flores.
Yep. So vamos al siguiente post. This is from Gaby. She put a post here from Chiva Femenil, the only Chivas that are actually winning.
No.
So Gaby, tell us about your post.
Sí, bueno, siguiendo con la fiebre de la liga femenil, que bueno, ahorita estoy tratando de meterme y de dar como que mucho más support y exposure a la liga femenil en México específicamente. Y bueno, qué mejor que si hablo de Chivas, ¿no? Que pues es mi equipo. Coronel lo sabe perfectamente, es mi equipo. Y la señorita Alicia Cervantes Herrera, que es la actual campeona de goleo, bicampeona de goleo este torneo y el pasado torneo, y ahorita Chivas está disputando la final del torneo de la Liga Femenil. Entonces están ya con un piecito a 90 minutos de coronarse campeonas por segunda vez en la Liga Femenil MX. Y este fue un post muy valioso con 18 goles en 18 partidos disputados en el Clausura 2022 con Chivas. La mejor delantera mexicana ahorita es Licha Cervantes.
And let's hope that she takes that momentum transitions into la selección femenil de México también, ¿verdad? Porque as we know, the U.S. women national team is king or queens of the world, pero yo pienso que sí, México starting the femenil también.
Ahí van. También es un proceso, el proceso de Mónica Vergara al frente de la selección mexicana mayor femenil. Ahí va. Ahorita las miras es pues poder brillar un poquito más y sobre todo enfrentándose a equipos como Estados Unidos, que es como la potencia mundial en el fútbol femenil, y empezar a foguearse y que estas chicas que están brillando en su liga local puedan también brillar en la selección.
And there are many more out there. There are many more out there that play. And so they just need an opportunity.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. Coronel's going to wrap us up. As we know, Coronel always has some serious topics that he provides us. Muy serio. I feel like this is like, sección de Coronel. Cosas serias. All right, here we go. What is your post?
So it reads, the guy's telling the gal, I'm spiritual. And she's like, demons are spirits too, be more specific.
I love that.
Well, the thing is, like, so a little bit of backstory. Our homework is to find a post of the week, right? And she always says, try to get soccer related, try to get something Mexico related, whatever's happening, right, in that particular moment in time. And me being the person that I am, I go off and do my own thing. And to me, I saw this and I said, this is the post of the week. This had me cracking up the entire week up. Because you think about it, right? Everyone's like, hey, why I'm spiritual? And then you're like, demons are spirits too. So which are you, right? So like, I don't know.
Right on, bro. All right. So with that, again, we look forward to the upcoming games. Don't forget, continue to follow our pages on Via's Army as well as the Via's podcast. Follow also the battalions of the Dallas Battalion as well as the Phoenix PVA. If you are currently following them, please follow them. More importantly, if you're local, do that as well so you can get up-to-date tailgates, information, all the other rollo there in your local area. But with that, we're going to close out. Abel, any final thoughts? Anything to close us out, man? Anything to say to the PVA members coming up for Dallas?
Just get ready. Come to the tailgate next week. Be ready to cheer la selección. We don't want anybody sitting or not cheering. We want to have our section fill up and gritando con ganas.
Ándale. Awesome. Thank you, Abel. And Coronel, final thoughts?
No, again, back to reiterate what Z's saying, follow us on all our Facebook page. We'll try to put all the information that we can. Double check your emails for your tickets. Make sure you download SeatGeek because that's where the tickets are electronically going to be deposited. And we will have the tailgate information as well as the chance we'll be singing in our section. We'll see you there.
Awesome. Thank you. And Gaby.
Nada, pues de nuevo muchas gracias por estar acá, Coronel. Se te extraña siempre. Abel, un gusto tenerte por acá. Diviértanse. La verdad es que este tipo de cosas me dan mucha envidia porque yo nunca puedo ir. Pero bueno, ni modo. Así es la vida. Algún día les voy a caer y voy a estar en una sección de PVA. I promise. No sé dónde, no sé cuándo, pero va a ocurrir. Y de nuevo, muchas gracias a ambos. Y cuídense mucho y estén al pendiente de sus boletos y vayan a seguir también a Díaz Army para que ahí estén al pendiente de cómo conseguir sus boletos.
All right. Thank you, G. I think you're going to give, the Paquis or Chic del Barrio. What was your name again?
Paquita la del Barrio.
Paquita del Barrio. You're going to give her some competition. Once you go to the tailgate, everybody's going to want your pictures with Gaby. Like,
oh my God.
Is that G?
Is that the chick that le va a Chivas?
All right.
Que no deja de hablar.
Muchas gracias de nuevo, Abel. Coronel, thank you again for joining us. So, again, don't forget, like, subscribe, follow us, share this episode with everybody. This is your headquarters for PVA, everything PVA, tailgates, parties, road, everything. Just come here, watch us. We'll give you the most up-to-date. If you are interested in joining us in our show and tell your story, don't hesitate to reach out to our social media pages. We'll be happy to have you on. But, again, there's the hell of Phoenix. All the way from the cool Dallas barbecue wins there, all the way from Campeche, Mexico. Hasta luego, amigos. We'll see you around. Viva Mexico. Bye-bye.
Talento se los voy a demostrar. Don Vicente, un chingón para cantar. Jimmy humilde, que historia para contar. Y hay un chingo de estrellas difícil para terminar. Y la banda norteño, nos enfiestamos. Son las 3 de la mañana y no paramos. La cerveza en la hielera la enfriamos. Y aunque lleguen los azules.